Hello everybody, this is NateandBox64 here, and of course I know I may have said it before, or maybe about a week ago, that I'll possibly do like a movie stream or like a live stream talking about films, TV shows, and whatnot. So, yeah, I hope that everybody is here for, for today. Because I guess as you might have seen from the thumbnail, yes, as you may have known, Burt Reynolds has recently died, and it really sucks. It really does, because Burt Reynolds truly was one of the greatest, legends in Hollywood. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, I know Jake. I think Jake might come, but who knows? Anyway, but Burt Reynolds truly was a legend. Of course, Smokey and the Bandit, The Longest Yard, Deliverance, and I think maybe later on when he appeared in Boogie Nights, if I'm not mistaken. And yeah, like it truly sucks that Burt Reynolds, just passed away. And it was like literally only a few days off of my birthday. So I truly hope that Burt Reynolds could rest in peace and, pretty much have a wonderful afterlife, if you know what I mean. So, with that out of the way, I guess it's time to talk about what's been going on with The Predator lately. Oh, shoot. He can rest in peace with Stefan Carl. Well, I agree, buddy. So I guess now it's time to talk about The Predator. And I guess pretty much all the recent films. I guess the many movies that just came out recently. So, as you may have guessed, The Predator is not really getting that many great reviews right now. I noticed that, like, Paul Feig's new movie is getting much better reviews in comparison to The Predator. But I guess that's not really the case. And of course, you also see that predictably, Unbroken 2 is not getting good reviews. But I mean, it's Pure Flix. Of course, it was never gonna get any good reviews. Well, I don't know. Like Shane Black pretty much constantly says that The Predator is more like a sequel reboot ish. I don't know. So, like, pretty much, let's just go on to here and see kind of like what the consensus have said. The Predator has violence and quips to spare, but its chaotically hollow action adds up to another missed opportunity for a franchise increasingly defined by disappointment. So, yeah, like I am gonna see The Predator today. Hopefully around tonight. I don't know what time will I go to see The Predator. And yeah, and I also noticed that, like, as of lately, like it's also been getting wildly mixed response from internet reviewers. You know, like from like pretty much like different opinions, like from Chris Stuckman to Jeremy Johns to Brad Jones to what was that other guy? I know he's actually a critic, but yeah, Mark Kermode. I mean, I will say like we're like I said, like regardless of what the movie has been getting review wise, I'm still gonna see it because well, it's Predator. I feel like oh, sorry. I feel like every new movie in a horror franchise in this day and age is doomed to fail. Yeah, I might have to agree there. But then again, I also have heard that the new Halloween movie is getting better reviews than the Predator, but like right now it's just hearsay. Like I'll just have to wait and see how that turns out. So, yeah, I guess that's all I could say for the Predator. I will say, one of the bigger surprises that came out to me was A Simple Favor. And this is just like right after, like, you could say the failure of Paul Feig's Ghostbusters. I know that Paul Feig only directed this, but, like, honestly, like, I didn't know what to think about A Simple Favor. I mean, it looked fine, but like I saw Ghostbusters 2016 and it really wasn't any good. Like granted, I didn't hate it. It just didn't appeal to me. So, yeah, I am glad that Paul Feig is getting another critical hit lately. It looks like a boring chick flick. Yeah, I'll say that's actually what I kind of thought about that too. But I mean, I noticed that yeah, it's been getting good reviews. And especially for a long time for Lionsgate, you know, the film's distributor. Like it's been a while that Lionsgate actually got a critical hit since. Does Early Man really count? I think that's like from Studio Canal. But yeah, anyway. Twisty, twisted, and above all, simply fun. The Simple Favor cast a stylish mommy noir spell strengthened by potent performances from Anna Kendrick and Blake Lively. Well, I mean, I do love Blake Lively, and Anna Kendrick is always good. So, hey, you know, might as well go with The Simple Favor. You know, of course, if I have the time to do so. Does Paul Feig make other things besides chick flicks? Yeah, he previously was the creator of Freaks and Geeks, which wasn't a chick flick. And I know that one was co-written by Judd Apatow. And it was a really great show. It sucked that it canceled way too quickly due to poor ratings. And I'm trying to think. I don't think Spy was a chick flick. I know Bridesmaids was, and it may be The Heat, but it's been a while since I've seen The Heat. So, but yeah, you know, good job for Paul Feig finally getting a critical hit after Ghostbusters. So I'm trying to think of what other film I should talk about. Oh yeah, that's right. Unbroken 2 from Pureflix. Oh my god, this is just absolutely ridiculous. Like, I guess this shouldn't come off as a surprise, but I really, really hate Pure Flix. Like, all their movies that I have seen from Pure Flix are complete other crap. You know, God's Not Dead 1, God's Not Dead 2. What was that other film? Do You Believe? And maybe Samson? Well, actually, I haven't seen Samson, so I can't count on that. But for what I've seen, like all the trailers, and at least a few movies that I've seen from Pure Flix, it just looks terrible. The audience score looks okay. Well, I mean, then again, that's like every Pure Flix movie that I've seen. It always get like a much higher audience score than, you know, what the critics have to say. Like a good example, though, I think God's Not Dead got a really good response from audiences. And I think that movie is complete and utter crap. God's Not Dead. There it is. I remember, like, the audience score for God's Not Dead. Like, right here. 76%. So, it's just, like, typical of every Pure Flix movie. Like, of course, it's gonna get, you know, a good score from audiences. I don't follow Pure Flix, so what do I know? That's fine. Honestly, like, if you really ask me personally, you don't really need to follow them that much. No, this is just something that I would have to, like, clarify a bit. That, like, usually, like, every Pure Flix movie gets, like, a good score from audiences. And, you know, that's completely fine. Like, if they love God's Not Dead, totally cool. But no, this is just something that I need to... Oh, sorry. Like, it's just something that I have to notify. So I guess now there's the other movie that came out this week. And I completely forgot about this. White Boy Rick. And yes, that is the title. It's pretty much based on a true story about this boy named Rick. And, like, right now, I have heard slightly mixed things about White Boy Rick. Some told me that it was pretty good. Others said that it was quite a disappointment. And, of course, you might also reflect that on the audience score, too. So, for critic consensus, solid work from the cast, particularly a scene-stealing Matthew McConaughey. Well, of course, it's Matthew McConaughey. He's always good. Helps White Boy Rick make up for a number of missed opportunities in the script. I mean, like, for what I've seen, like, with the trailers for White Boy Rick, it looks interesting. But, I don't know, like, if I would see it anyway. Plus, I'm not... Like, I barely watch any sort of based on a true story type of movies. Like, in theaters anyway. Like, that's why I'd never really bothered to go see Darkest Hour in theaters. Because, one, it didn't, you know, came into my area. And two, I don't know, I just feel like it's something that I would just rather watch at home. Hey, Jake, how's everything going? You might have missed a little bit, though. I was actually talking about the death of Burt Reynolds and pretty much talking about what like the reviews have been going on with The Predator lately. But other than that, not entirely much. And I guess the last thing that I should talk about for this week is Mandy. Oh yes, the crazy-ass Nicolas Cage movie. It looked fucking awesome for what I've seen. And I have to check if it's actually gonna come to my area. Yeah, Mandy. Like, it looks really great. Where's Billy? Well, it ain't that kind of Billy and Mandy, boy. So yeah, I'll just have to check if Mandy is actually gonna play in, like near San Diego County. I hope it does. Let's see. Mandy. Nope, not Mandy Moore. Hey, it's right there. I mean, then again, it is an independent film, so of course it's not going to play in my nearest theater. Unless if I lived in, I don't know, like a really huge city like Los Angeles or New York. Which I don't. But, did you watch the new Nintendo Direct? Yes. Actually, yes, I have. Watched that. I have watched Nintendo Direct. Yeah, I thought it was pretty cool. So, anyway, I'm trying to think about this. Oh, yeah. One of the most anticipated movies that I'm really looking forward to this year. First Man. Yeah, it looks really great. Like, from all the trailers I've seen for First Man, it just looks phenomenal. Of course, you have, like, Ryan Gosling as Neil Armstrong. Which, I really love Ryan Gosling. I really do. I think he's one of, like, the greatest actors that I've seen, of course, in recent years. And then, of course, it's going to be directed by Damien Chazelle. Of course, the guy who previously directed Whiplash and La La Land. Now, Whiplash, I really loved. It was honestly one of my favorite movies of that year. Like, was it 2014? I think so, yeah, 2014. And La La Land, which, I mean, yeah, of course, it pretty much got ruined because of the hype, but I still think it's a really good movie. And then, of course, First Man does not come out until October, at least here in the United States of America. Yeah. Hey guys, I'm back. Hey, smart person. How's everything going? So I'm really looking forward to seeing First Man. Like, it looks fantastic. And hey, I always wanted to see a biographical film about Neil Armstrong. Being like the first man to go on the moon. Got waffles. Hey, alright. I think my kind of, like for me though, the best kind of waffles I'll go for is chicken and waffles. Yep, chicken and waffles. That's always good. I'm trying to think about oh yeah, I actually know what to think about today, because this actually came into my mind lately. Which is like one movie that came out about a few weeks ago, or I don't know, like I said, like 2 weeks ago, and just completely flopped. Which is Ken! Yes, Ken. The boy and his big fucking gun. That's pretty much the description that I got. Yeah, Bomb Report. It's a website that keeps up all the box office flops that came out in whatever year it is. I should check out that movie site. Yeah, it posts out pretty much a bunch of good info on why this movie flopped. So yes, Ken. I knew that this movie was not going to do very well at all. I just kind of knew. And considering that the producer of this film also did, what was that movie? Oh, The Darkest Minds. I would say this is quite a terrible year for this producer. Oh, Early Man is there? Yeah, Early Man is there. Yeah, I thought the movie was pretty good too. Um, what's the Rotten Tomato score on Totally Spies the movie? I don't think that even I don't think that score even exists for that quote unquote film. But yeah, Early Man just completely underperformed worldwide. Like, it completely disappeared in the United States because, like, what other movie came out during that week? Exactly. Black Panther. I mean, I knew it was not going to do very well. Okay, yeah. You know what, though? Let's check on Totally Spies. Let's check if you're exactly correct. Totally Spies. Le film. Oh, man. It doesn't even work. Shoot. Don't worry, though. Thank God I have my smartphone. I could check this shit out real quick. Oh boy, Totally Spies. You know what's funny though? I actually remember watching it. What was it on? Cartoon Network? Yeah, I think so. I might be wrong on that. I think it was on Cartoon Network. At least, you know, here in the US. Let's see. But yeah, I've been seeing a lot of memes on Totally Spies lately. Yeah, and I completely forgot about how that cartoon has too many fetishes. Yeah. Rotten Tomatoes or Rotten Tomatoes. Let's see. Totally Spies. Le film. Hell no. I'm not gonna. I don't have any single freaking fetish from Totally Spies. Fuck that. Yeah, I'm truly sorry, guys. Rotten Tomatoes is not letting me see the score for a movie about some shitty fucking cartoon from Canada. I think it's Canada, or is it from France? Well, thankfully there's Wikipedia. Let's check on Wikipedia, folks. Yeah, I think that cartoon is stupid. Yeah, that's what I thought. It is from France. Here it is. How much did it gross over here? Holy shit, it's actually on Box Office Mojo. Yep, mostly came from France. And Turkey. Fucking Turkey. And for some reason, Universal distributed it over there. That doesn't make any sense. Oh, reception. Let's see. Would you look at that? It hasn't said shit. Oh, yeah. From France. Oh, yeah. Code Lyoko. Yeah, that one. I actually did enjoy Code Lyoko. At least, back then. I don't know what I would think about it now, because it's been a while since I've watched Code Lyoko. But get back into topic. Yeah, that was pretty fun. Yeah, I tried to forget about Totally Spies. But yeah, Early Man completely underperformed. Like, it kind of sucks, but at the same time, I saw it coming. I saw this from a mile away because, one, and I know I try not to sound biased, it's stop motion. It's a stop motion animated movie. And usually, like, those types of films never perform that great anymore in the United States and elsewhere. And like I said, number 2, it was released during the same week as Black Panther. So, of course, it made like a rather measly like amount of money here. Like $8.3 million in America. Of course, the people worldwide, outside America, kind of saved it, but it was too little too late. So, yeah. Of course, Studio Canal, blah, blah, blah. I think it should say... Alright, here it is. Even with the solid marketing exposure, Early Man was tracking for a terrible $5 million opening. Of course, it's talking about here. And had the misfortune of being released in the shadow of Black Panther. So, when I learned that Lionsgate pretty much booked the release on Early Man during the same week as freaking Black Panther, I was just shaking my head. I'm like, really? Like, what the fuck are you thinking, Lionsgate? Lionsgate is just really stupid sometimes. Like, they just already got... Like, they've already released Ken, which is a complete flop. The new Robin Hood movie doesn't look really good. For what I've heard, like, their upcoming movie, Chaos Walking, might be a complete and utter disaster. Like, oh my god, I just don't know. Like, what the heck just happened with Lionsgate? Like, they have been really stupid lately. Poor Aardman. Yeah, I would agree. Yeah, honestly, like, the fact that Aardman is still going, still running just fine, is amazing. Because, yeah, it really sucks that this film underperformed for Aardman. But I don't know, like, yeah, hopefully, like, since it is a soccer movie, I think you'll catch an audience later on, like, mostly of younger children, but, maybe some adults too, since it is from Aardman. But, yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. Speaking of Darkest Minds and the producer of Ken, like I said, quite a terrible year for... I know the producer's name. Sean Levy. Yes, that's Sean Levy. And of course, The Darkest Minds. Directed, from the director of Kung Fu Panda 2 and 3. Yep, Sherlock Gnomes is there too. I will say, like, for this actress in The Darkest Minds, at least her next movie, The Hate U Give, I think that's what it's called. I heard that one is getting really great reviews. So, hey, at least she could finally, at least this is a huge step up from The Darkest Minds. Understandable, yeah. I mean, I knew that. But yeah, like, The Darkest Minds is pretty much like yet another YA sci-fi movie after, after Divergent 3 flopped and after The Fifth Wave completely underperformed. These streams are so chill, I guess. But yeah, like I said, The Darkest Minds just came out after this genre of YA films are already done. Like, this was done 2 years ago with The Fifth Wave, and not that many people went to show up, show up to see that movie. Maybe except for Latin America. That's the only place where The Fifth Wave ever did well. Actually, I'll check how much money has The Darkest Minds grossed. It said that it grossed around 40 million. Darkest Minds. Yeah. So far, a rather pathetic score. Or, I guess, amount of cash here at $12.6 million. I'm in Nate's mansion now. Oh, you're talking about my Discord? All right. Yeah, I'll have to, stop everything a little bit real quick. Yes, welcome to my mansion. And for those who are wondering, yes, this is kind of a play on Sam's Garden. But yep. Well, welcome to my mansion. Yes, I do have a Discord. So like I said, yeah, The Darkest Mind completely fall under during its first week. And ever since, and it has broken the record of the most amount of theater drops since Live by Night and even Geely. Remember, that really shitty Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez movie? Yeah. It lost 2,679 theaters out of 3,127 of them. So for that account, let's just use some basic math. So how much has it lost by percentage? I'm going to grab my calculator. All right. So let's do this basic math real quick. So 2,679. Are you with me with this? Divided by 3,127. It lost about 86% of its theaters. Yes, 86%. It lost nearly the entire theaters that were showing this film. Because of course, a week after, there was The Meg, which completely destroyed the entire box office that weekend. And of course, since then, it has been losing a lot of money lately. And of course, for what I've seen, internationally, it's not really that much better. I mean, sure, I guess breaking even on a $34 million budget with a worldwide gross of $40 million. I mean, some would say that the film has broken even, but that's not true, though. Because if you actually do some basic math with how much theaters get their money out of the film, Fox barely has half of that gross. So by that count, it has not broke even. So yeah, I'm trying to see which one actually made the most money out of this freaking movie. Yeah, France. So far, France is the only one that is significant. And so far, it's not really. It's already falling off the charts. So I really have nothing else to say for The Darkest Minds. Because it just looks garbage. Oh yeah, speaking of Han Solo, yeah. I kind of knew that Solo will not do very well. I just checked that website. Yeah. I don't think there is. Yeah, I don't think any of those movies would really flop anyway. Because I don't think it really cost that much money to produce them. But yes, Solo. Han Solo. just recently, it has already come out on iTunes or Google Play. Yeah, I didn't bother seeing this movie in theaters. Of course, it says still in release. And the budget, for what I've heard, for the Han Solo movie cost around... It's Phil Lord and Chris Miller, got out of the project. And then they were, replaced by Ron Howard. It cost them nearly, millions of dollars to redo the whole movie again. And I don't know if I should really watch Han Solo. I wasn't really looking forward to seeing it. I saw that movie in theaters, mainly as a completionist thing. Well, yeah, I didn't bother seeing Solo in theaters. Because I was more interested in seeing Upgrade, which was really great. I saw Solo in... Okay, I saw Solo, and me and the other 4 people in the theater liked it. Okay, was it a packed theater, smart person, or not? Do you think The Last Jedi has SJW undertones? Yeah, I don't know. This is something that I'd rather not talk about, though, honestly. To me, if I'm going to be completely honest, no. I mean, I actually do like The Last Jedi, but it's not... Honestly, I'll just rather not go through that freaking controversy again. Me and the only 4 people. Yeah. Yeah, it was kind of like the same thing when I saw Kubo in theaters. It was just my family and just one old lady. We were the only ones that saw Kubo. There were only 5 people in the theater. Yeah, I understand that too, Jake, but it's because not many people wanted to see Han Solo, the friggin' Han Solo movie. And plus, The Last Jedi just came out months before Solo. Yeah, poor Kubo. Yeah, I would agree. I wish that movie was a bigger hit than the frickin' Angry Birds movie. Not to shit on Angry Birds, because that movie was okay, but Kubo really deserved some love. But yeah, pretty much, from what I remember, for Solo, it kind of opened around $84 million for a 3-day weekend. And by next week, though, it had a huge nosedive by second week. So, dicks out for Kubo. Yeah, Kubo is on this website. But yeah, pretty much, it had, by next week, it had a huge nosedive. Way, a much bigger nosedive than even the freaking prequels. Yeah, it still take the #1 spot out of that slow weekend, but I'm trying to remember, what was the movie after this? Oh yeah, Incredibles 2. Because after the second week, Solo just completely went out of existence. Yeah, here it is. Despite only lower budget fair opening. Yeah, Upgrade, which I saw. Yeah, pretty much. It has also struggled considerably in international market. So yeah, Solo completely. Yeah, I don't think Solo is gonna make its money back. I don't think so. Plus, I mean, for Disney, it's not gonna matter because they've already made a huge load of money out of Avengers, out of Black Panther, and Incredibles 2. So yeah, I don't think it's gonna be a huge loss. I wish a Seltzerberg movie was a box office bomb. Yeah, I mean that's why all their newer movies on video on demand, like they have never been to major theatrical releases. But you know what has been a big theatrical release? Sergeant Stubby. Man, does anybody remember Sergeant Stubby? What would people rather see? Android butt or Elastic Girl, huh? Oh boy. Obviously, I guess many people would rather go see Elastic Girl butt than freaking Android. But yes, man, I remember this. Like there was not that many commercials for Sergeant Stubby. Like I knew about the release of this film, but I only saw like maybe a trailer or I don't know, like a poster during that weekend because I know it came out during the same week as Isle of Dogs. But yeah, I remember this. Yeah. I never even heard of this film. Well, I'll introduce you to Sergeant Stubby, which I only know about because of Saber Spark. I think I saw a clip. Yeah, I mean, I saw a trailer for Sergeant Stubby, and I just knew in the back of my mind, because there wasn't that many ads, commercials, marketing for that movie, it would go completely under the radar. And guess what? It did. Looks like a movie that would get memed. Well, actually, that could be wrong, though, because here's the amazing thing. This movie actually got really great reviews. And the people that did saw it said that it was really good. Or, like, pretty much, at least, like, the audience score for what I've seen, it actually got pretty good reviews. But, critics-wise, it's fine. But yeah, I guess animation-wise, yeah, I could see why it would get memed because, yeah, the animation looks quite subpar. But, then again, it wouldn't be as shit as Sherlock Gnomes. Yep. Another typically bad business decision from Paramount. Granted, though, at least this year was way better than 2017 for Paramount. But still, they have a long way to go. This is a grandma movie. Yeah, pretty much. No ship, Sherlock. Ugh, God, I hate that pun. Yes, I've seen so many trailers for Sherlock Gnomes. Paramount was pushing this movie so hard to a lot of people. Like, hey, please watch this piece of shit family movie that we just got from Disney. The scenes in the trailer didn't make it in the film. Yes, I know about that. Yeah, I would agree. But you notice though, I actually remember this. There was kind of like those little pins. You know, like the kind of promotional pins that are like, charities? I saw like a promotional, like keychains or pins for Sherlock Gnomes, like in a theater. I guess that was when I went out to see Red Sparrow. I was just kind of like, why is this here? But at the same time, I'm like, okay, maybe for saving kids, with charities and stuff, okay, kind of seems very sound. But I was just kind of like, I don't know why it's here. I mean, at least you tried, but it ain't gonna work, Paramount. It ain't gonna work. Yeah, this is just like right after, like it says right there, right after Monster Trucks. Like, things have not really been going very good for Paramount lately, but of course that actually not anymore though, because like things have gotten way better, actually. But yes, Sherlock Gnomes is here. And you know what isn't here though? Show dogs. God, I will love to. Yeah, yeah. Do you guys think that I should talk about show dogs? Cause I have a lot to say about that piece of shit. Yes, I know about Romeo and Juliet. All right. I'll have a fucking field day with show dogs. Or actually, no. I'll go right here. Because I need to set up the atmosphere. Yes, show dogs. Oh my fucking god. Oh my god, I hate these ads. You know what though? I might as well apologize A Wrinkle in Time for being the worst movie I have seen this year. Holy sh... Oh, shoot. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I've already seen Show Dogs. Like I said, it is the worst freaking movie I have ever seen this year. Holy shit. The CGI is terrifying. It's horrifying. It looks awful. It really does. The writing is horrendous. Like, literally, not without seconds or minutes, they keep doing dog puns, like stupid fart jokes, and all this other shit. Who would copyright Show Dogs? Well, I know one. That company is Global Road, who, like I said, well, actually, like that company is having a really terrible year with such films as Axel. But yes, I know who copyrights Show Dogs. But yeah, the writing is terrible. Like I said, everything has to do like, oh shoot. No, I'm really sorry. Yep, guys, I'll have to like leave very quickly. Hopefully, I should do a part 2 after this. But anyway, I'm gonna make this really quick. Like I said, writing's terrible, stupid fart jokes, terrible fucking puns, and all this stuff. The directing is awful. It has no good cinematography, which, I mean, of course, I know, but it looks really cheap. Like, you can tell that the actors don't want to be there Will Arnett clearly does not want to be in this goddamn movie. The only actor who actually kind of tried to pretend that he wants to be in it is Stanley Tucci. But Stanley Tucci is Stanley Tucci. And, oh my god. Honestly, I don't think there's really not much else to say on Show Dogs, other than thank God Raja Gosnell should no longer have a career as a director. Because all the movies I have seen from Raja Gosnell, there is not one genuinely good film from him. Like, the best that I've seen from Gosnell is Scooby-Doo 2. And that's mostly because some of the writing was from James Gunn. But, yeah, honestly, though, like I said, Show Dogs, do not watch this piece of shit. Ever. So, yeah, unfortunately, I might have to end this stream real quick. Hopefully, I'll do another one soon after. So, yeah, I hope you guys have a good day.